Hi, Soma Chandra Tarot and Soma Chandra Libra Collective. Okay, you guys, this is the collective message for the third week in April, moving into the new moon in Aries. It is a collective reading. It's good for all 12 zodiac signs. As always, I channel messages and say to Spirit what's happening for everyone the most so that it will resonate with as many of you as possible, but it's general. You can also watch your own readings for your own sign, any placement in your chart, or you can book a private reading with me. The link to the website's down in the description below. This one's really juicy. I definitely think it's about relationship, and it is about karmic justice. At the bottom of both of my decks, I have the Wheel of Fortune and Justice, karmic justice. Someone's getting their justice here. Someone's having justice being served in this situation. The archetypes let me use the deck. I see other readers, a few other readers have this deck and they use it as at will, but my guides are kind of picky and pushy with me, and sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. The archetypes let me use them today. I think this is describing this person. I have the prayer, I have Kairos, which is about time, the creator, a creative person, a colorful person too, and the dead end. This person's praying for time. They're praying they can get time back, as a matter of fact. But they are a creator of their own dead end. Also, the poet in reverse is a person that could be really good with words when they want to, but they wrote a poem, I think, to the wrong person. They went to battle for the wrong reason. And I think they lost this battle. They created their own dead end, and now they're praying for time. Oh, yes, they are. Well, that's what happens. When you get justice in the Wheel of Fortune, you realize that life on earth is like expanding, and it's a cycle, and it's time. And, you know, when I've had my own moments of karmic justice, the first thing I think is, God damn, I would give anything to go back and do that again and do it over and do it right. It makes you see, the universe makes you see what you've done with your time, what you're doing with your fortune and your fate and your karma. You pray for, you wish you could go back in time. This person's like praying for more time. They've created their own dead end. A person in your energy, and the reason for the reading is the Four of Cups. They see you as the Five of Swords. You see yourself as justice. What you need to know is the Seven of Swords, but the final outcome is the Nine of Cups. My goodness. So this person, now things could be opposite, roles could be reversed. This could all be you and you're digesting a situation, but I always say, show me the energy around me, show me the energy around them, how they see my collective, how the collective sees themselves, what they need to know, and how you're going to feel at the end. You're going to feel good, and you know, I don't like to stick it to people, but let me just cut to the chase and say, you warned someone and they didn't listen to you, and now they're going to have to eat their own shit. They created their own dead end, and you're satisfied. I think you're smugly satisfied too. Don't be too smug. That's bad for your karma, right? But this person's the Four of Cups. They're like, look how curmudgeonous he looks. He's just going to let the ants eat him. Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, Temperance, Sagittarius energy here. So this person has been brutally wounded. Good Lord. Hurt, really hurt by something. I think they're at home. I think they're recovering. I think they're like licking their wounds. They're like making tea, just trying to be calm. I see a person trying to recover. I see them trying to hold it together. They're trying to hold it together here. They're spending a lot of time alone. This is often like my drinking card, the drunk text or drunk dial card. They look kind of mopey. I can't get something off their mind. They're absolutely destroyed by something here, but they're trying to be chill with the Sagittarius energy. They're trying to find their peace through all this pain, but they see you as the Five of Swords. Now, they might think that you're mad at them, like, screw you, asshole, or they might be mad at you. There's anger and conflict, competition, like a throwdown between the two of you. Why? The Knight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. I wanted to know what the Knight of Cups was. So this is a Romeo. This is a charmer. Definitely looks like a third-party situation. The Knight of Cups can sweep you off your feet and inadvertently sweeps other people off their feet. This is a person so charming and so good with words that they don't even know what they're doing sometimes, because the shit went down with the Three of Swords, heartbreak. When I get the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, that's a love triangle, but I did want to know what that Knight of Cups was, and I got the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups. This is someone that they're moping over, and I don't think it's you. This is the person that they wanted, because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. You're the person scorned. You're the person that got hurt, but they're moping over someone else. I think that this Queen of Cups was like a person that they thought they wanted to be with, or she was the one that got hurt. He moped over her. She moped over him. Something like that. Something went down with a water sign here. Or this person might have charmed you and you fell for them as the Queen of Cups. You fell in love with them. Some of you even knew that you were in a third party situation, or you found out and you're like, why are you moping, dude? Like, what are you moping for? You broke my heart. That kind of thing. But I heard, the first thing I heard was, oh, they picked this person and they got hurt by them. They're sad by it. But you see yourself as justice. Libra here. Serving justice, justice served. You want justice served. Some of you feel like you're like some kind of lesson to this person or something like this. Justice. And I wanted to know what justice was. And I got the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords. You've been watching. Don't tell me no. You have. You've been watching the Page of Swords spies. You've been watching your tarot. You're psychic. You read tarot. You do tarot. You're tapped in. You know what's going on. You've been reading your cards. You've been listening to your guides. You listened to your intuition. I think that you warned this person. And I think you've been watching silently all along. I think that you tried to tell them too. Like, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm trying to give you good advice. I'm trying to tell you. Now, you could just be this person's friend, okay? Or their sister. Sorry, you guys, my nose tickles. My itches. So you could have just been a person that gave them advice. Like, listen, I'm telling you, I'm intuitive and I have this feeling. You need to get more information out of this person. But I think you've been watching all this time. But I wanted to know why you were mad. If it was a romantic love triangle, why you were the one, because the Queen of Swords in justice is often like the woman scorned, the pissed off woman, the ex, or someone that wants justice. So I wanted to know why you were this person. And I got the Devil and the Knight of Wands, Capricorn, and the Knight of Wands, sexy fun time. I think that this person used you for sex. I think that there might have been somewhat of an obsession with this person. I mean, if you have, not all of you have been watching all this time. Some of you may just find this out, but I don't have the Tower. The High Priestess will lie in wait and the Page of Swords will watch. I think you've been watching this person run around. I think this person might have used you for sex. They might have liked the really mopey, like this chick always looks like, I imagine her with mascara running down her face and dying inside. He might have wanted to rescue her, but something happened. And I think you tried to warn them about it. But what you need to know is the Seven of Swords. This person doesn't want to hear it. They're lying to themselves. They're cheating themselves. They think they got away with something, or they're trying to get away with something. There was like a deceit here. So if you always wondered they were lying, like your intuition wasn't wrong. For some of you with the Devil and the High Priestess, you're like, I've been watching way too much tarot. I already know this guy's a player. This chick's a player. I already know what's going on. I already know they're lying. I don't need any more confirmation. Here's your confirmation. And I was like, well, what are they running away from? He looks very smug, but he is probably about to fall and trip. What is he running away from? The Lovers, Gemini here, the Four of Cups. Like, oh, there's the Four of Cups again. So mopey. I think that they thought that this person that they did the triangle with, they either did a triangle with you, or you tried to tell them if this was a friend you were giving advice to, you were saying to them, they're just a friends with benefits. They're just using you. You're going to get hurt. If that's not the case and you were in a triangle with this water sign, they did think that that person was the one for them. They're like, oh man. And they're also thinking about the connection between the two of you. I wanted to know what the Four of Cups was. Oh, and the Two of Cups. Yeah. Sorry, I missed a card here. The Lovers, the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups. I think that you had a conversation with them that they didn't want to hear and they ran away from. I think you had a heart-to-heart conversation with them about what it means to have total value alignment in a relationship, because the Queen of Swords is a giver of sound advice, a giver of solutions. Get more information. Don't let yourself be used for sex. Don't be driven by desire. You're going to get hurt. And look, they did. They got hurt. Now they're like licking their wounds, trying to heal with temperance. They are trying to heal, being patient. But the Lovers, Gemini teaches us it's more than about sex. It's about knowing that you have choices and you have to make the right choice, and you have to make a choice with a person whose values completely line up with yours, not just your bodies lining up, your hearts, your minds, your lifestyles, consistency. This is about harmony in relationships, for crying out loud. I don't think they wanted to hear it, but there was a conversation. They also might think they cheated themselves, but I clarified the Two of Cups and I got the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Wands. This was like the heart-to-heart conversation where you were trying to show them the truth. The Ace of Swords is a breakthrough, an aha moment of clarity, the truth. And they were like, no, piss off. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Bye. Like, they don't want to hear it. They can't deal with it. They did not want to hear it. They do not want to hear it. But they've gotten themselves good and hurt. Okay, I don't even know where to go next because I pulled out more cards for this person. But you're the Nine of Cups. I feel so bad doing this, but you're like, yeah, yep. And I was like, okay, why is my collective the Nine of Cups? That's literally what I heard. Yeah. Like, this makes you happy. With the Nine of Cups and the Five of Swords, I think you're like, I do get the feeling that you guys think this person's getting what they deserve. But I have the Empress, the Star, the Fool, the Eight of Cups. So Libra or Taurus, any divine feminine that is the queen of all queens, the Star, Aquarius, the Fool, Aries. So you're like, I am the Empress. I am dignified. I am graceful. I'm mature. I'm beautiful. And can heal now. I feel like I am the good choice here. I can heal. And now I can move on is what I see here. You're like, yep. Now I can move on. Bye. Now I can finally heal and turn away and walk away from this. It's like you're finally letting it go. It's like you were waiting this whole time. Now this person might communicate with you very soon, trying to be slick, trying to get in the door with you because they're mopey and lonely. And you're like, no, I'm an Empress. Now I feel like you guys are like, now I can finally move on. Now I can, really do that. This person is the World. So this cycle is over for them with the Ten of Swords and the World. The World, whatever heartbreak they just went through over whatever the hell happened to them, they had the ending. Here's the Seven of Swords again. Look at him in this deck. He's like, man, I didn't even get my shirt back. Like, he almost looks like he was kicked out. He's not holding his sword so eloquently here. Chivalry has fallen on its sword for this person. The Moon, they're all emotional. They're just a wreck here with the Pisces Moon. But the Six of Wands, it's like, and the Hermit. This looks like the Walk of Shame to me. This looks like the Walk of Shame for sure. They don't want to show you. They're up on their high horse, but they barely got out of this alive emotionally. This is their Walk of Shame. The Hermit, Virgo. They're thinking about it. They are going to search their soul. Whatever has happened has left them in confusion and insecurity. And they're still skirting away and kind of lying to themselves. But they're going to act like they're fine, but they're searching their soul, all single and shit, walking home. It starts to rain on their way home or whatever. And I wanted to know what the hermit was. I'm like, okay, the hermit is a spiritual lesson. Now they've got to go off. They're licking their wounds. This is something has finally ended for them. And you're satisfied. You're like, yep, now I'm done. Now I can be done because I told you. I told you. So I wanted to know what the hermit was. And I have the Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So this person has learned a major lesson. And if you tried to give them this advice that they didn't want to hear, they respect you now. They respect you now. The Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, I wanted to know more about this. The Hangman, they're seeing, here you are. You're the Queen of Swords. You showed up as the Queen of Swords, so here you are again. They respect you now. They know that you're the Hierophant and you're the Jedi and they're the Padawan learner in this specific situation. Okay. The Hangman, they see things differently now. They're hung up. They have no choice but to see it from your point of view. Now they're thinking about it. Now they're thinking about what happened. Yep. Now they're thinking about the point of view that they should have taken when it was given to them and they didn't want to fricking listen at the time. Yeah. And now they respect you. Now they know that your point of view was right. Now they respect you. Now they will listen. Now they will attempt to transmute and integrate this lesson. With the World and the Hermit, they are trying to do that. And Temperance here, like this person's hurting so bad with this emotional apathy and this anger and this Ten of Swords that their own angel has come to them. Like, you need a nap, you know, make coffee, do self-care. You need to process all this. You need to go back and remember. I do think that they think you were a bitch, but if you called them out for chasing, like, if you called them out for being codependent or chasing codependent or women that just rejected them and hurt them, they may think you're a bitch for that, but they do respect you now. But you guys, where you're going now, I wondered how you were going to feel. Now you're the Six of Wands. Who's up on their high horse now? Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Yes, honey. You are feeling really independent here and really proud of yourself. You are quickly moving on. Some of you may get messages from this person. Will you be my friend? If they do that, they want your attention. They do want your attention. None of these are negative cards. I think that you have your back straight, your shoulders are back, chin up, eyes bright. You're very magnetic. You're very charming. Now, for some of you, you were not in the best place with the Devil. The Devil and the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess and Justice can be like someone wants justice served so bad that they get a little obsessive, they get angry. I hate men, I hate women, I hide from people. You might have put on a little weight. You were, you know, like this might have really affected you in a negative way. And for whatever reason, it's like, because I know what it is. You had a soul contract with this person. Of course, you had a soul contract. And because the contract, I think that there were several people involved in this contract. And now that this person has gotten their karmic justice with this shit show situation, you yourself are somehow untangled. There was a quantum and energetic entanglement in this triangulation, and you couldn't let yourself get untangled from it, I think, energetically, until this happened to this person. It was like this person needed to be hurt the way you've been hurt in the past or hurt by them before this could, like, I can see it. Like, I can see you're like, I can unravel myself from this now. It might have been why you've been watching the whole time or why you told them what you told them to begin with. And now you can let it go. Finally, you're like, yes, I'm so satisfied. Now I can let it go. Now you have your self-esteem and your pride back. And it's not that, I almost didn't post this. I was like, is this really a good idea to encourage people to enjoy another person being hurt or to get some kind of smug satisfaction? But you know, when someone hurts other people or does this love triangle thing and uses the smart girl for sex and then ignores her or him when they give the good advice and they don't want to hear it, it hurts this person. And it, for whatever reason, I truly believe causes some kind of energetic enmeshment and entanglement. And it was like until, and I think you had an energetic cord to this person, and until they could emotionally see it here on earth, it happened here on earth because we've got a bush and pentacles, until they could see your point of view and hear your voice ringing in their head, finally listening to you, then you couldn't untangle yourself from this person. But this is where they're going with the Hermit here. They're going to learn their lesson and you're going to hold your head high because karmic justice has been served and this poor person's praying for time because this cracked me up. I was like, they're praying for time. Okay, the creator and the dead end came out and I'm like, they created their own dead end. It's truly the Dead Poet Society of Karmic Justice. Oh my God, that's what we're calling the reading. Yeah. All right, you guys, that's your collective reading for the moving into the new moon in Aries. Pretty interesting. I hope that it resonates for some of you. And if it does, I hope it helps you. Like if you feel light and free now and you don't know why, go check out, do a little bit of investigating. Because some of you are like, huh, what are you talking about? Do your homework. Go do a little investigating and you will know what happened. Yeah. All right, you guys, that's your collective reading. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.